So let's think of some pros and some positives of being self-employed if you're still undecided as to whether you know to be self-employed or trade through a limited company. So the first positive is that it's super easy to get started. There is nothing stopping you from going out today, finding a customer, making a sale, making some money. And that is it. You do not need to tell HMRC that you're becoming self-employed before you've started trading. And there's actually quite a bit of time after you started trading to let them know as well. Now, I'll go through sort of the process and the deadlines in more detail in another episode. But that sort of ease in which you can, ease and speed, should I say, before you get started is a real positive of being self-employed. The second positive is that there's not much admin involved with being self-employed. You don't need to worry about payroll. You don't need to have a separate bank account unless you want one, of course. The only thing you need to tell HMRC is what you've earned in the last tax year. And you'll do that through your self-assessment tax return. And that will be where you put in your self-employment income, if you've got any employment income or rental income, all of that in one place, and then you pay your tax. So it's just literally one form a year that you need to worry about. Now, the third positive is actually around the ease of closing the business down. Now, I know it probably doesn't make sense for me to be all negative now, talking about closing your business down during sort of questions about setting your business up. But at Loud and Clear Accounting, I work primarily with freelancers and sort of one-person businesses. And there is sort of a natural churn within the first year of people who start their business and then find that they actually don't enjoy it. You know, freelancing can be a little bit lonely. You know, you can miss being part of a team and miss being in that office. And also, you know, sometimes the great idea that you had doesn't catch on as quickly as you want. Or maybe it needs a little bit more time and energy that you've got available. So if you're a little bit uncertain, is being freelance right for you? Is this business idea a little bit of a gamble? If you're self-employed, it's incredibly easy to just kind of go, this is not working for me, draw a line on it and walk away. Now, the fourth sort of reason, again, not as negative as point 3, but if you're going to be running your self-employment alongside some employment income, so if it's more of a sort of a side hustle, or you just plan on it being small and, you know, you can't give up that sort of security of an employment income for a bit. When you complete your self-assessment, all of your self-employment profits will kind of sit alongside your employment income, and they'll both be added together and, you know, taxed accordingly. So if you're self-employed and you think actually maybe in the first year, maybe even the second year, there's a very high chance that you'll make a loss, such as, you know, you might need a very expensive website or you need to invest in a lot of equipment. Being self-employed means that you'll be able to sort of offset that loss against your employment income. So if you're paying tax on that employment income, you will be able to obtain a tax refund. And sometimes that's very handy. You know, it can be an extra cash injection into your business. It could just actually be a nice bonus to yourself. So those are the 4 positives of being self-employed. So as I said, nice and quick and easy to get started. It's minimal admin. It's very quick to close down if you decide that, you know, the business isn't for you or is not as successful as you want it to be. And any losses that you make can be offset against employment income if, you know, you've got employment income and you are paying tax on that. So those are the 4 positives of being self-employed. In the next episode, I'm going to be going through the positives of a limited company. So hopefully these 2 episodes, along with the previous episode where I went through 3 things that you need to consider, will help you to make sort of an informed decision that you feel sort of quite confident about. So hopefully I'll see you next week when we go through the positives and pros of being a limited company, and I will see you then.